This is going to be interesting. Let's see if this all works. Hello there, everybody. My name's Leonard Sultana. You may or may not remember me as an Englishman in San Diego. It's been a while, hasn't it? Even to the point where I think I even turned around and said that I would be live streaming from like the middle of January or something. If he starts licking his own bum on camera, I'm going to kick him out of the room. That's Buzz. I'm Leonard. And welcome along. This is kind of like a proof of life and also proof of concept as well. I am going to be hopefully returning to live streaming on a weekly basis as of this Sunday. Fingers crossed. 1 or 2 people joining us, which means I still have 1 or 2 subscribers. Hello there, everybody. Yes, it's basically explaining that I'm still here and I'm still around. I'm also keeping an eye on my live stream and making sure it's all good. And you let me know, please, if everything's all set up and everything. But I want to kind of get back into live streaming. I've always wanted to. It's just that either my father has not been fantastically well, or looking after my father, I've just been absolutely shattered and slightly broken, but I want to get back into it, and I've got people I want to talk to, and I've got the con to kind of get used to, because yes, we've got ourselves several big events coming up. We've got ourselves we've got an amazing celebration of British talent in a 2000 AD celebration, which I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into. Hopefully going to do a bit of a live stream for that. We've got ourselves, he says, Lawless. Bit of a mind fart there. You can tell I'm out of practice. We've got ourselves San Diego, of course, coming up. I do want to do some MCMs. I want to do some megacons. I want to get back into it. I really do want to get back into it. So as of this Sunday, it's going to be kind of like a reintroduction to everyone. And episode 1 of season 11 is going to be happening as of this Sunday. Our usual time, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. The way I'm going to do it this Sunday, it's going to be a bit different. Like I say, I've been away for so long. I don't think many people, I mean, there's 1 or 2. Hello there, Into the Blue Mister, saying hi. Good to have you back there and see what all those. Fingers crossed. I haven't been asked officially by the organizers yet, but there's some great talent on board for that particular event. I would love to be a panel host on that. I'd love to get back into that. Admittedly, I think I'll be finding myself another hotel, because the actual hotel where they host Lawless is a bit pricey, but we'll see what happens. But yes, the show on Sunday is going to be a bit of an interesting one, because I want to try and reintroduce myself, not only to those that are going out to San Diego for the first time, but also I want to reintroduce the format that I've got ideas for the actual show. Ideas for features. What are you doing back there? That cat is just going to freak me out. Anyway, the way I'm going to introduce myself is a bit of a long form live stream, introducing myself with a bunch of stories, with my own personal story, my own journey to where I was about 12 months ago, if not a little bit further, when I kind of like vanished off the face of the earth. So I'm going to talk about my journey from 2010, that first journey out to San Diego Comic-Con, all the way up to where I am now and where I want to go to in the future. So the way I'm going to do it is with something a little bit interesting, and I have no idea if it's going to work, but let's give it a go. I'm going to do a charity live stream, and I'm going to do it this Sunday. And the way it's going to work is this. I've gotten into Lego to the point where, I mean, I've always been into Lego. I've just never been able to afford it. If anything, because if there's going to be something, you're going to be a pain in the bum, aren't you? If there's going to be something which I'm going to spend an awful lot of money on, it's going to be comics. This is Buzz, by the way. Hello, Buzz. Come here, you. Buzz may or may not join us on live streams because we keep the door open and he can kind of join us for various streaming events. And so he may show up from time to time. Go over there. Thank you. So this live stream, gone into Lego to the point where I've always had like little minifigs and stuff like that. And I've had little things, but I've never been able to afford the big boys. At which point for Christmas, I turned around to my wife, Caroline, and said, look, the only thing I want for Christmas, I want some stuff for the watch, which I did. I got some straps for the watch to make my watch look a little bit more funky and smart for when I'm going out. So that's the standard watch. So I got myself a watch. I said, Lego, just give me Lego. So the centerpiece for my Christmas box was a very nice Executor Super Star Destroyer. Very good. I enjoyed that, and it was great to put it together. That is currently back in a bag over there because for my birthday, Caroline then got me the box because it's currently kind of like a display for set event, saying the Trench Run from Star Wars. These are all very good, and they're sub 100, if you know what I mean. They're affordable for Caroline, and she didn't want to spend an extortionate amount of money. I mean, when I turn around and say I'd love the Millennium Falcon, that's 600-700 quid's worth of Lego. That's insane. Like I say, if I'm going to spend an extortionate amount of money on disposable stuff, it'll be comics, and I do, and I am hoping to do some comic reviews as part of the new format. But like I say, I want to do something a bit special for my return back and my kind of like long form introduction to who I am and what I do. Which means if I add this camera, because I am going to have multiple cameras as well. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is over the course of, I can imagine, several hours, I have got myself, if I can kind of get the camera and so like show it off a little bit better. There you go. The Atreides Royal Ornithopter from Dune. And the idea is that I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to talk about my journey, talk about what we're going to get up to for season 11, and we're going to do a bit of a charity long form build of this, released today, by the way. Came out today. It got delivered to me. This is possibly the most intricate build I will have ever done. I mean, for example, the trench run, which was relatively involved. If I can just get the details for it, let's have a look. It's 665 pieces, and yes, it's 18 plus. It's one of the more involved ones, and yes, it was a fiddly build. The Executor, again, a little bit of a fiddly build, 630 pieces. As you can see there, down the bottom, 1,369 pieces. This is a build. And I have also been told by the reviews as well, it's also more technic than standard build. So here's the thing. What I'm going to do is, like I say, I'm going to do a live build of the Atreides Royal Ornithopter from Dune. Partially for my love of Lego. Just turn them off. Partially for my love of Lego. Partially because I'm a huge, massive Dune fan. So I'm curious to see how this is going to look when it gets built. But over the course of, basically from 6 o'clock on Sunday evening GMT, I'm going to just keep going and build this live on camera. And for the length of time it takes me to build it, I'm going to do my best to raise some money for a charitable cause and reintroduce myself. So you could call this season 11, episode 00. This is -01. So yeah, but there we go. That's what I'm going to be building on Sunday. I have no idea how long it's going to take, but I am going to finish it, he says. But that's what I'm going to get up to. So there we go. That is the plan for the show. We may or may not be joined by Buzz. Who knows? Andrew Dickinson, glue. Right. I am not one of those guys that just glues everything. I mean, it's like I say, I built the executor, and then for this Death Star trench run, because I wanted that there, I took it all apart again, and it was less than a month that I had the executor together. And Carol actually went, "I bought you that thing, and you've just taken it apart again." So, well, yes, I'm going to possibly take the trench run apart, actually, because I'm going to need space or somewhere to put this thing. It is a damn sight more involved than anything I've built before. It could go horribly wrong. Don't we love a challenge? But there we go. That's what I'm going to be building on Sunday. Atreides Royal Ornithopter. It's going to kill me to not take it out of the box, because, like I say, it released today. But it's the first today. We're talking second, third, fourth. I can wait a little longer. That's the plan. So this was kind of like a proof of concept, multiple cameras, just a sense of where everything's going. That's what we're going to be getting up to. Hopefully you can join me, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. The other thing as well that I'm going to be doing on the live stream as well is I'm going to invite one or two old friends onto the show to come on, talk about what they've been up to over the last year and a half. I might try and get Joel Meadows on. Sorry, Buzz is all nicely settled. Look, you just stay there. You're fine. For example, Joel Meadows from Tripwire has been a regular friend of this show. Came on a number of times, but also he's put his skin in the game, man. Hello there, Chuck Cook. Hey, hi, how you doing there, Chuck? Follow Chuck as Bitspitter on various social medias. Very, very good guy. But yeah, he's putting skin in the game. Joel has been the editor-in-chief of Tripwire magazine. I've read Tripwire as a fanzine back when I was a young nipper. He's a little older than me, but even from a young age, he wanted to be in publishing. He wanted to get something out there. About 20 odd years ago, he started talking about doing a story for comics. And then about, I think it was 10 years ago, he got himself involved as putting a strip together within the pages of Tripwire magazine. And he's now put it together as a full-blown book. This you can actually see the review of on theconventioncollective.com, which is my website effort. We've had a reviewer put their thoughts on, and I will be sharing my thoughts of this on Sunday's show. But it's a hell of a hardback presentation. It's a very distinctive art style, which if I can just give you a sense of what has been done. I believe it's Mr. Bennett, isn't it? It is Mr. Bennett, yeah. Talking about that, for example. But just kind of like catching up and seeing how everyone's been doing. If anyone wants to join me on the live stream to have a chat and ask any questions. But yes, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be me talking considerably. I mean, for example, the executor took me about 35-40 minutes. The Death Star trench run took me about 45 to 50 minutes. That's going to take me a while, but we'll see how it goes. But it will get built, and it will be done by the end of the live stream. So hopefully you can join me 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT for the return of Talking Con, a cup of tea with an Englishman in San Diego, and hopefully you can join us as well. We'll be talking about things that interest me, VR, my interest in that. I mean, I'd love to. I mean, it says inside that I can live stream to Facebook. I don't understand why I can't do a live stream from inside VR at some point. I'll be talking about comics, talking about film, talking about pop culture. Andrew Dickinson saying, need motors and LED lights. How long do you think this build's going to go? Okay, I think just putting it together is going to be intricate enough. I mean, the one thing I know about this particular build is there's very little in the way of internal stuff. Like, so for example, you can't open up the sides, and there's not like, I mean, there's a cockpit and you can put 2 minifigures in there, but that's about it. The rest of it is all the landing gear and the wings. And it's like I say, it's all techniques inside to kind of like make that move. It's going to be interesting. Like I say, it could all go horribly wrong. It's way beyond anything I've ever built in Lego before. So it's going to be interesting to see if I can actually do it. I fully expect a good hour and a bit in for me to just scream at camera and see what happens. But no, hopefully you can join us. This has kind of like been a proof of concept, proof of life. The cameras are all working, so it's good to, you know, I can like get in there. Oh yeah, there you go. I can actually present stuff. I can put stuff down there. We believe in you. It's not believing in me, it's believing in the technology I've got to hand. So who knows? But I could do like exactly, you know, I can show you stuff down here. I can actually kind of like do an actual review of stuff with multiple cameras. So that's rather cool. Not that way around. So there we go. But no, Sherlock Holmes and the Empire Builders Genie, I will be talking about that. And hopefully I'll get Joel Meadows to come on as well and talk about that particular effort on the book show. But that's what we're going to be doing. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. I'm now going to go away and re-render with a whole new color scheme the opening titles. And I also have to re-render the titles as well, because there's a video clip of 2 people who are no longer together, and I want to keep both of them sweet because they're both really lovely people. Let's have a look at this. Andrew Dickinson, a mate has had a Millennium Falcon in a box for 20 years. Is that the like a glass case box with all the lights looking at it? I mean, the dream is to be wealthy and extravagant and have a coffee table with a Millennium Falcon inside. But of course, that's the dream. It's the dream. For me, just getting that built without throwing it at the wall, I think is going to be quite the effort in itself. But we'll see. So there we go. Thank you very much indeed for joining us for this. It's been a bit of a chat, but hopefully you can join us 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. We will do our best to bring you a live stream. I will also, over the next couple of days, be announcing what the charitable effort that I want to donate to. I suspect it's going to be a charity which I've got a lot of interest in, which is looking for young people and children with cancer, which my wife has also been an ardent supporter of when she's done sorry, is he cleaning himself on camera? Don't lick your own bum on camera. But anyway, you never know. You may have that as something to look at as well. No, he says, no, unopened in a cardboard box. That's just a crime. To have a Star Wars Lego Millennium Falcon. 20 years, that'd be one of the old school ones. I mean, then again, there's the big boy, like I say, about 700 quid's worth. Yeah, ain't that the dream? But there we go. Thanks for watching. Back again on Sunday. Hopefully you can join us for episode 00, a reintroduction to An Englishman in San Diego, Talking Con this Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. For however long that live stream goes for, we'll be building the Atreides Royal Ornithopter from Lego and Dune. Thanks for your company. Hope you enjoyed this. Back again on Sunday. And indeed, as Chuck says, cat's gonna cat. I'll see you on Sunday. Take care.